Hello there, my yummy cherries. Where are we in relation to the other Bitcoin halvening years? I would like to tell you where we are. Super strong. I know you like it. Long and strong. Family-friendly show. Like, subscribe. Let's continue. This is the Bitcoin chart, friends, and we're actually going to look at the real chart I was making here. I created. So what you can basically do is you see these vertical lines. What you can do is you go to the Bitcoin halvening, which is this vertical line here, and you can see what was the lowest point Bitcoin was around this zone. Okay, so in 2012, Bitcoin was around minus 70% below the all-time high to minus 63%. So it's that little range here. In the next one, it was around minus 50%. This was 2016, but then it actually crashed back down to minus 61% and then came up. So I want to know though exactly on the Bitcoin halvening, right, zone, where are we? So minus 60, minus 49, 55. What about in 2020? All right, we were around minus 57. So you can already see what's happening now is it's kind of showing you that the zone is minus 60, minus 50%. But what about today? We are only minus 24% below the all-time high. This is very strong. We've never been this strong. Look, do you remember I told you, friends, markets work off a yin and yang? Well, this could be the market saying, hello, dear friends. I'm very sorry for cutting off the bull market early. You all got scammed in 2021. It was meant to run for longer. We were meant to run for longer. It's actually true. Yes, it looked like we ran for all of 2021, but we actually didn't. You see, friends, I just want to show you what happened. In 2017, when Ethereum crashed from a 6-month run in June of 2017 here, look what happened, friends. Bitcoin continued the run. It went up. See that? So that's why everybody thought in 2021, everyone thought here, when like things were stalling out, everybody thought the next leg, maybe altcoins have stalled. Everyone thought, all right, the next leg should be Bitcoin 100K. Because that's what happened last time. Because, you know, that's the truth, man. People were just saying, why would, like, if anything was going to change, it should have changed. But it didn't. That's why it's very bizarre, isn't it? It's almost like the whole game's rigged against us. Or is it? We just got to be better than the crowd. We got to know what crowd consensus is. Now you know for next time. So you see, in 2021, that's what happened. Crowd psychology, right? Everyone knew, okay, all I got to do is just hold forever. And then we had a big fat crash. And this was enormous, right? Altcoins went down like 70%. And then we had this complacency rally. So we are now recovering super mega strong. I want you to know that this is like wonderfully strong. This is wonderful. This is how wonderful it is. March 2022, Bitcoin has actually come up above it. That's beautiful. It might even come back down, right? But it's good to just see that it's recovered. But this has been the strongest Bitcoin halvening recovery ever since. So I just wrote down the numbers here so you can see 2012, 68% drop, 2016, 50%, 2020, 57%. Today, we're only 24%. So we have had the strongest Bitcoin recovery. What next though? Well, I can just, like, it's up to you how you want to decide it. I'm just turbo long, still strongly turbo long. But if you gave us the strongest Bitcoin recovery ever, I wonder, does this mean we get the strongest pre-game alt season ever? Does that happen to us? You got to remember, I'm biased because I'm long. I want it to happen. And I know I've got a sneaky suspicion, friends, that you have a straight back as well. You have your fluffy slippers on and you want that to happen too. Because you're like, yes, I agree with that scenario. Of course you do. Because we are turbo long together. That's just something to think about. Note, if Bitcoin, though, goes back to $35,000 in April, we're actually still right on track, even though it's actually going to look like it's literally the end of the world. So here we are today. I know it's going to look like that. If Bitcoin is back down to 35K like this, like, no, it's a scam. That's actually part of the plan the whole time. And that's not going to look like it. By the way, I know like a 22% drop in Bitcoin here probably means like altcoins are down like 40%. Well, you never know, man. You never know. Maybe altcoins are strong because We haven't had the big euphoria rally. That's why I've told you, man. Markets are a moving target, friends. They're a moving target. They're swaying in and out. There is no right answer. That's why, man. At the end of the day, you might just find everyone laughing at hex stakers. Maybe the hex stakers get the last laugh amongst everybody else because they're like, well, I'm just been earning yield the whole time. And a lot of people just psych themselves out and they just make it to the end. They just literally make it to the end. Okay, it's just some food for thought there. So do we get that alt season? Remember, I've made some pictures here just to show you what Bitcoin halvening year alt season looks like. I made many videos on this. I'm going to keep showing you. So 2016, 2020, 2024. I know a lot of people got some terror. Look, friends, I want to tell you there's going to be more alt seasons and everything's going to be great. No one knows, man. No one knows. A lot of people going, this is going to happen. You don't know shit. You don't know anything. Okay, you literally have no idea. You're just going, okay, 4-year cycle happened 3 times in the past. It's going to happen again. But guess what? I just literally gave you an example of people using stuff from the past and getting obliterated in the 2021 cycle. So that's it. We have to put like a little asterisk. If we repeat again perfectly a 2024 alt season pre-game year, it could be done by now. It could, but this is where you got to have balls, man. Balls and steel ovaries. You say, well, you know what, Mr. Market? You crushed me in 2021. The alt season you gave ruined most people. And I think they deserve a break. I think they've been punished for a long time. I think now their time to shine is going to come back again. Okay, so it could be done. But looking at this time period, it's up to you to decide how long you're even really willing to sit through these, friends. Because you see these big red arrows. This is Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. And I've got to show you again. Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. Giant alt season here. Let's go. Giant alt season there. Okay. And hopefully if this happens again, giant alt season there where the big arrows are. Now, we haven't had this one. We're just praying it happens. Because obviously if Bitcoin never breaks 69K again, it's all over, right? But I think people have been suffering for so long that there's going to be a surprise shock to the upside. Because that's the only thing that would really surprise people. But really would it surprise everyone? Not us. Well, we're looking at it. We're like, well, all the signs are there. You have complacency, giant stock market rally. You have people waiting for the US economy to crack and it's still not cracking. So eventually these things do crack, friends. It's just that before they crack, you need the final people to capitulate. The final people. You just don't know where they are, but they'll appear somewhere. I want to show you this gentle friend. So gentle friend, PulseChain Guru. Here he is. He's a friend of the channel. All right. Also, look at the coins he owns. He has a Tropa and some penis wrap Bitcoin and some PDI and teddy bear as well. So this is Mr. PulseChain Casino's portfolio. So effectively what he's done is Mr. PulseChain Casino, Mr. PulseChain Guru, right? He said at the PulseChain sacrifice, he put in his Ethereum, and he's only got 80 million pulse for it, for whatever he put in. Now, if he left his original portfolio in ETH, he would have 14.8 ETH, which is like $40,000. He'd have $44,000 today. That's if he left it. Unfortunately, today he's got 11,000. So instead of 14.8 ETH, he's got like 3.7 ETH. But you're playing for something big to happen, aren't you? Of course you are, same as everybody else. You can effectively see what he needs to be rescued in this Pulse ETH chart. Now, I'm going to zoom in just to show you this is Pulse ETH ratio. Remember, he is long from down here. If he gets a like 3 point something X, he's a break even. Okay, he's break even here. But, all right, if we get the target, friends, let's see where the target is. You get a nice 10x up here, which would be around, it's exactly where this line is. That's a 10x on your Ethereum. Effectively, you turn 1 ETH into 10 ETH if it gets up there. His portfolio at the top, if it hit there, we don't know, he would have 37 Ethereum. Now, would it have been worth it? Well, you might say, well, yeah, he would have made money. He would have turned 14 ETH into 37 ETH. But look at the risk he took. But no one knows this game, friends. Everyone pretends like, oh, yeah, it was all worth it. Or isn't it worth it? You don't know, man. Everyone's playing the game. So that's effectively what you're playing for here. So if I were you, Mr. PulseChain Guru, I would mark this Pulse ETH ratio. That's your target. Now, it might come to your break even, screw you around for a whole year. and then it's got to go up after Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. Maybe that happens. Okay, I have the target up here, but that's what you would effectively look at, and then you walk away successful, and then you decide, do you want to keep holding it up there? I mean, you'd like to, right? Except that, hey, PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex. I mean, Hex dropped 95% before. It dropped 98% against ETH. If this is only 85% drop again, oh my gosh, imagine just round trips again. That'll suck. Okay, because that's what Hex ETH did. So you've seen a few things today. You've seen, well, it's been punishing, and we've now witnessed, right? Bitcoin has had the strongest pre-Bitcoin halvening run ever. What's going to happen after this? Something's going to happen. Perhaps, like logically, what happens is a very strong alt season. And we could be halfway through in the time duration, but the pump duration, friends, that's the unknown part. That's the scary fun part. It could be like another 5x pop from here. And you're probably wondering, like, where would that 5x pop come from? Well, it's kind of like just you're getting your reward from last time's punishment. It's kind of crazy how markets move like that. That's why when you're really in tune, you really get to smash it. I want to know what you think. At the end of the day, don't have to click sell. The big alt season is when Bitcoin breaks 69K. This is this pre-game alt season, but it will be nice if we get some justice for the altcoins at least. But don't forget, man, a lot of altcoins have already moved. It's just that things go exponential, okay? Things definitely go exponential, friends. It's just we're running out of time, and things go to the biggest move at the very, very end. And if our bags aren't moving as much, we can't say, well, the alt season doesn't count, because, that was 4 out of 5 people in 2021. Look what happened there. I'm your friend. Like, subscribe, belly button all. Tell mum and dad you love them. Catch you very soon.